going over to Layford this afternoon with Peter?
No, not this afternoon. He's got to go back there by himself more or less at once and see to something.
Coffee's ready, Miss Liz.
Thank you, Mrs. Gates.
See to what?
Oh, it's just something that cropped up this morning before he came over here. Coffee?
Yes, thank you, darling.
And that's why.
He seemed a little distrait at lunch. When I asked him if anything was the matter, he said he had a slight headache, didn't sleep very well. He's looking a bit wan. Been beating it up too much in London, I suppose.
I don't think it's that.
Oh, she certainly enjoyed flying over to Le Touquet to stay with you.
Yes, we had a lot of fun. You must come over yourself one of these days.
Oh, it's very kind of you, Paul, but you know, I'm not very keen on going abroad. Done very little travelling.
My brother's only been round the world 3 times with the Royal Navy.
Oh, not in France, sir. No, only a couple of days in Toulon against the French fleet back in 1920. Oh, week on the plage in Trouville. Digging when the girls were small. You going to have some coffee, Peter?
Oh, I won't, thank you, sir. I think I ought to be getting back, really. Excuse me.
All right, yes. Quite understood.
Well, thank you for having me over for lunch.
Not at all. Any time.
Goodbye, Phyllis.
Are you off so soon?
I must get back, yes.
I should have a lie down if I were you. Try and shake off that headache.
Yes, perhaps I will. Goodbye, Mr. Poole.
Oh, good Lord, not Mr. Poole. You make me feel 103.
Sorry, Jack, then, if it's all right.
Well, of course it's all right. He's not quite in his grave, you know.
Peter, I'll come and see you off.
Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye.
I'll willingly come over to Layford if you thought it might help.
No, that's very kind of you. But I don't want to drag you into our family affairs. Oh. Goodbye, Lizzie. Don't come out.
And then this extraordinary Armenian with a huge pearl tie-pin in his cravat put 5,000 francs on the red, and I watched his face as the croupier called les jeux sont faits, and he did not move a muscle, did he, Jack?
No, he's a big-time player, all right. Dolly Madison once told me he's supposed to be worth 2 or 3 million. And you know, when he plays golf, a rather indifferent game, usually on the ladies' course, he only tips his caddy a couple of francs.
Talking of caddies, sonny boy, if we're going all the way to Hanswick in my Buick...
We must get going, right you are, old girl?
Jack Poole, if you call me old girl once more, I shall send you straight back to London on the next train.
Sorry, old thing. You'll excuse us, Commander. We'll get ready for the fray.
Yes, yes, of course.
Come along well, Poole, and let us prepare for golf.
Poor Peter.
Yeah.
And poor Rosie.
Yes, poor Rosie.
I've only met the famous Penelope Fincher a couple of times at the Frasers. But from what I've heard, she's a notorious husband snatcher.
Well, who told you that?
Well, everybody says so. She goes very well out hunting, apparently, which impresses the men, and wears rather daring dresses at parties.
Yeah, Geoffrey's only recently taken up hunting. I can't imagine he could keep up with her. Not at his weight.
Daddy, you're not taking this affair seriously, are you?
No, not very. Well, I just can't see Rosie and Geoffrey coming to grief over some ambitious little hunting field harlot. Reputation for breaking up marriages. No, they're both much too sensible.
I do hope they won't divorce. For Peter's sake as much as theirs.
I'm so sorry. This has rather mucked up your day.
Yes, it has rather. I was going to take the dogs over in my car and give them a good run in the woods with Peter's Labrador. And we were going into Horbury and have tea at the Copper Kettle. Haven't been there for weeks.
I'm so sorry.
Doesn't matter, I'll find something else to do.
Liz, not that it will happen, but if the worst did come to the worst and the Cartners do decide to split up, there's no reason why it should affect your friendship with Peter, is there?
No, not really. It's just...
Well, just what?
Oh, I don't know. I suppose I feel it might spoil things just a little. You know, being fond of someone whose father is... Well, someone who...
Yes, I know. Well, it depends on how much you love him.
I just wish this wretched thing hadn't happened. I wish it hadn't.
And how do you think Arthur's taking to me?
difficult to tell with him. He seems well disposed towards you.
I have been trying damn hard, Phil. You have to admit that.
Oh, darling, you've been marvellous. A paragon of all the human virtues.
But how do I look as an investment? That's what matters.
Gilt-edged, my love.
We're onto a damn good thing, Phil. I know we are. The time's just right. And air transport is where the money's going to be. I think it's a damn good proposition for anyone with a few thousand to spare. It's a snip. I say, you don't half look gorgeous. I could eat you up.
Give me a kiss instead. I'm going downstairs now to talk to Arthur. Ease him into the idea a little. You'd better change.
Right you are. Good luck, PB.
I suggest you don't mention our scheme over dinner unless Arthur raises the subject first, which he may. Understand?
You are the boss, Mim Sub.
Yeah.
It's me, Arthur. May I intrude?
Oh, good Lord. Is it that late?
No, not very. I just got dressed earlier because I wanted to have a talk with you before dinner.
I see. Well, talk away.
Well, what do you think of him?
Paul? Oh, he seems a jolly sort of chap. He's cheerful enough.
He is, isn't he?
Well, it's just what you need, old girl. Tonic. Did you enjoy yourself in there too, Kay? I bet you do.
We had a wonderful time. Filled every minute of the day. Golf, bathing, drives along the coast, bridge, and eating. The restaurants are out of this world. I put on pounds.
Well, it doesn't show me, dear.
I had to starve for 2 whole days when we got back. I couldn't get into my clothes.
Worth it, though.
Oh, a lovely change. Badly needed.
Yeah. As I was just saying to Liz the other day, you know, you all need a little bit of fun and laughter, huh? Better luck all round.
I consider I was very lucky to meet Jack. Oh, don't be fooled by all that superficial joking and banter. He's not just a shallow playboy, you know. Far from it.
Oh, no, I'm sure you're right.
Underneath all that jesting is a very serious and intelligent man. In fact, he's cooking up rather a brilliant scheme at the moment, I think.
Is he?
Air charter.
Air charter?
Yes. He wants to start his own air charter firm. Oh, flying's the new thing, Arthur. I mean, for people, for cargo, for everything. It won't be long now before nothing, and no one goes by sea. Sea travel is finished. Air travel is what the future's all about.
Well. So, Jack Poole plans to launch a sort of Cunard line of the air, is that it?
Nobody knows more about it than Jack. He's been flying since he was 19.
Oh, so everyone keeps telling me.
Jack was in the air when aeroplanes were made of paper and bits of string.
Really? What are they made of now?
He has all the necessary technical knowledge and drive, and a great deal of business acumen. He's pretty clever with money matters.
We learnt in the casinos of Europe, no doubt.
Partly, yes. He'll need a partner.
A financial partner?
Yes.
What you mean is, Phil, he's got everything except the money.
Well, he has got some money. Quite a lot, really, promised by friends of his. Smallish sums, of course. It's just that with a big venture like this, you need a lot of capital, a really large investment.
Oh, where does he propose to find that?
Well, that, my dear brother, was one of the things I wanted to ask you about.
Me? Oh, Phil, I haven't got enough spare cash to launch a paper dart.
Oh, I know that, Arthur. I didn't mean that he wanted to ask you for money.
Oh, thank goodness for that.
No, what I wanted to ask you was, well, whether you thought that Geoffrey Cartland might be interested in a scheme of this kind.
My dear, I think as things are at present, Geoffrey Cartland would be the last person to approach for anything like that.
Well, why on earth not?
He's got plenty of trouble on his hands at the moment.
Well, not his business, surely, not Cartland Motors.
No. Matrimonial troubles.
Oh, God. Don't say they're splitting up.
Oh, no, not necessarily. And let's just say that Rosie and Geoffrey's marriage is going through a shaky patch at the moment. So leave it at that. If Jack already has one machine, I'd advise him to start up in a small way with that. I'd build up the business gradually. Where's he going to base this business? In Great Britain? France?
Oh, over here. Near London, Croydon or Heston, probably.
Where's he going to live over here? Permanently?
Perhaps. I don't know.
See, I understand he hasn't got a flat over here.
No.
And where does he stay when he comes over here? His hotel, club?
Oh, at his club, mostly. He has spent the odd night at my flat when he...
At your flat?
Oh, well, yes, just until he can use his club again. It's being refurbished or something.
Oh, this time of year? Oh, Phil. Which club is there?
Arthur, I don't know. What does it matter?
Well, it matters. You know, if he stays in your flat while Vicky is there in your care.
Oh, there's no need to fret, Arthur. Vicky's in no moral danger. Jack only flops on the sofa. The odd night, twice or three times, I think that's all. Anyway, Vicky likes him. He amuses her, makes her laugh. She said he looked funny in his pajamas.
I don't like it, Phil. Hey, you're not married.
What am I to do, then? Send the child off to stay with Laura? I don't want to impose on Dame Violet. And anyway, Vicky dreads going there. The woman's rather alarming, so I gather.
Well, all I can say is use your own judgment and remember she's only 19.
I will.
And I must go up and change.
All right.
Oh, by the way, how long are you and Poole staying?
Well, I was wondering, could we possibly stay till Tuesday or Wednesday, if you don't mind? Well, Jack doesn't have to be back in the Touquet till Thursday. Fresh air would do us so much good.
Oh, what about Vicky in London?
I'll ask Mrs. Bundy to sleep in the flat. She doesn't mind.
She and I'm off on Monday, you know, first thing, shooting down in Hampshire with old Harry Sedgefield.
Oh, we can look after ourselves, as long as the gates are here and Nanny.
Well, if you want to stay, suppose you can.
Good.
I must go and change.
Oh, you've caught me having a naughty whiskey and soda. What about you?
The same, please. Just past your brother on the landing. He doesn't look very happy. Is everything going on all right?
Well, yes and no.
How do you mean?
Would you believe our luck? The Cartland marriage is in trouble. Well, precisely what trouble I neither know nor care. All I do know is Arthur thinks it would be very unwise to approach Geoffrey at this moment.
What a blasted nuisance.
Oh, don't worry too much. All is not lost. Arthur's going shooting, and we're staying on here till Wednesday.
Sorry, I don't follow.
We'll have the place to ourselves for a few days. Geoffrey only lives a few miles across the fields. Matrimonial trouble or not, it should be possible to get you two together before our time here is up. Don't you think?
You're right. Damn it.
Good morning, Arthur.
Hey, good morning. Did you sleep all right, Paul?
Me? Oh, yes, thanks like a top.
His name is Jack, Arthur, if you please.
Oh, yes. Yes, yes, of course. Well, now, are you two coming to church this morning?
Oh, certainly, aren't we?
Can't wait.
By the way, Jack's rather keen to get in a day's hunting while he's here.
Is he?
Yes, and as the meet's at Claymore on Tuesday, I thought he might ride to Lula. She'll be up to his weight. He's quite light.
12 stone.
I wondered if you'd be a darling and ask Gates to get her ready for him on Tuesday.
Well, yes, I suppose so.
Good, thanks.
I shall follow Hans in my car and cheer him on.
You might find Geoffrey Cartland out.
I thought you said his marriage was on the rocks.
That's exactly. Layford 170, please. Oh, hello. Could I speak? Oh, Rosie. Arthur. Peter's told me your news. I'm so sorry. Well, yes, of course. Anything I can do to help. Would you like to come over this afternoon? No, there's only Liz, Phil, and a chap she's got staying in her. I can get rid of them. They go for a walk or something. All right, then. About 3? Until then. Oh, good morning, Gates.
Sorry to disturb you over Sunday morning, sir. Just 1 or 2 things to settle before you leave tomorrow morning, sir.
Far away.
Well, I've packed your guns, sir, and I put you in 500 cartridges. Will you be wanting your waterproof trousers and hat in the car?
Well, better put them in, I think, in case of rain.
Ah, very good, sir.
Oh, incidentally, about next week, Mr. Poole seems to fancy a day's hunting.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yes, Miss Phyllis thought we might put him up on Tallulah.
Oh, she'd be a bit fresh for him.
Oh, that's his problem.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Miss Phyllis assures me she can carry his weight, so you better saddle her up, put her on a curb, and hope for the best.
Ah, very good, sir. Yes, Mrs. Gates understood from Miss Liz that Miss Phyllis and the gentleman were stopping over until the middle of next week.
Oh, I said that's all right, Gates.
Well, in that case, then, sir, what about the keys for the wine cellar?
Oh, what about it?
Well, if they should want wine while you're away, sir, will you be locking it up at all?
Take your point, huh? I'll leave the key with you.
Ah, yes, sir.
Then Miss Phyllis can ask you for what she decides to serve.
Sir?
Anything else?
No, sir.
Oh, then if you'll have the mare shot ready for Mr. Poole on Tuesday morning. And, I thank you very much, Gates.
Sir?
Ah, there you are.
I thought I'd get ready early.
Yes, there's some time, yeah. Have the others finished breakfast?
Yes, they're getting ready for church.
Good.
Daddy, I hope you don't mind, but while you were talking to Gates, I rang up Layford to speak to Peter.
And what did he say?
Well, that his father and Rosie aren't speaking. He thinks that she's going down to London tonight to consult her solicitors.
Well, Liz, don't worry too much about this, because, as it so happens, Rosie is coming over here to see me this afternoon.
Oh, I see.
So the best thing you can do is to keep Jack and Phil clear this afternoon while I get a chance to talk to her.
Yes, all right. I'll suggest that we run over to Hanswick and my car or Phil's and slog round the golf course. He gave her a stroke a hole yesterday, beat her, and now she wants her revenge.
I certainly do. I played him for my collection money in church this morning.
Doesn't look much of a sporting type to me. More like a towny sort of chap.
Oh, doesn't follow. Just because he smokes cigars in his bedroom and keeps a bottle of whiskey on his dressing table.
Ah, well, there you are.
Well, if Miss Phyllis gets a bit of cheerful company out of him, I'm sure she deserves it.
Oh, she'd do that all right. That's why they're stopping on here till Wednesday, for a bit of cheerful company. Yeah, you'd think she'd have had enough of this place, wouldn't you, being stuck up here this summer while the governor was away at sea?
It is her own, Fred, you know. She grew up here. You seem to forget that. Come on, drink your coffee up and give me a hand. Wash these sprouts.
Well, I picked them, didn't I?
Yeah, now you can wash them.
You must admit it's ironical after all that's happened.
Yes.
If it weren't so ghastly, one could laugh. I mean, there were we, tramping around Europe, pretending to be man and wife for the benefit of the German Secret Service, while all the time Geoffrey was...
Rosie, I do assure you there is no point in thinking along those lines.
Well, how can I help thinking along those lines? Geoffrey has made a fool of me from one end of the county to the other.
I'm sure no one thinks of you as a fool.
Oh, I'm sure they do. And I'm sure they're right. I am a fool. A damned fool to have ever believed anything he ever said. Did you have a good day, darling? Yes, thank you. We found in Clarendon Spinney. Found what? A fox? No. A girl called Penelope Finch. She gave us a very good run. Oh. I'm so sorry. I mustn't.
No. You're very upset. You're very angry.
Yes, you're darned right I am, Arthur. More angry than hurt now. The hurt passed surprisingly quickly. The anger is going to stay for a very long time.
Oh, Rosie, you're bound to feel that. Angry, injured, resentful. But you mustn't start making decisions in that frame of mind. You really mustn't. Well, that's the point.
Decisions? What decisions?
I think you know what I mean.
Have you been speaking to Peter?
Oh, Liz rang him on the telephone, you know. I'm not unhappy. They're very good friends, and Peter's as upset about it as you are.
Peter is the only person who would have told you that I was thinking about divorce.
And was he right?
Yes, I am thinking about divorce. I'm thinking very seriously about divorce. In fact, it's all I can think about.
Rosie, that is a very big step to take. It's not one to be taken when your mind's in a turmoil.
Look, my mind may be in a turmoil, but it is not feeble. I can still assess the disadvantages of living with a man who's disgraced and humiliated me in public and doesn't regret it.
Oh, I'm sure he regrets it. If not now, he will, in time.
He doesn't regret it, Arthur, not one bit. He doesn't regret it. He doesn't apologize for it. He doesn't try and explain it. He doesn't care.
Well, see, I find it very difficult to believe.
You don't know Geoffrey, Arthur. You don't know him. Well, you think all men can come up to your standards.
Oh, look, my dear girl. Geoffrey is a middle-aged man. He's putting on a bit of weight, losing some of that youthful sparkle, as we all do. I've no doubt he's flattered at the thought that a girl under 30 finds him attractive.
Oh, what on earth could she find attractive about Jesus?
When he thinks about it clearly, he'll realise how silly he's been. Good heavens, he couldn't care more for this chit of a girl than he cares for you.
Couldn't he?
No. Years of marriage, they're not to be thrown away lightly. They're far too precious, I know.
I could throw away my years of marriage very easily at this moment.
You don't say for better or worse in church without very good reason.
You don't know how bad worse can be.
Rosie, Geoffrey's behaved very badly, very stupidly. He's hurt you, and that is unforgivable. But you've got to put that hurt aside. You've got to consider what your life would be like if you do decide to divorce him.
What would it be like?
Well, I know we live in very different times nowadays, but life for a divorced woman, well, that can still be very difficult.
Mrs. Simpson isn't doing too badly.
Dear, do try and be serious and sensible.
Oh, Arthur, I'm sorry. I am so tired. I haven't slept for 2 nights, and it seems days since I've eaten anything.
Dear, that can very soon be rectified.
Oh, no, honestly, I couldn't, really. I'm all right.
Rosie, go home. Get some sleep. I'll drive you.
I've got my car.
Well, then you leave it here until tomorrow, because you're certainly not driving home by yourself.
All right. Thank you. You are very kind.
Now, my dear, think about it very clearly. Think about the consequences of divorce. And when you've done that, I'm sure you'll come to the conclusion that it's best for all concerned, and especially you, to forgive and forget.
Is it, Arthur? Is that how I'm going to live for the rest of my life?
I think you'd find it preferable to throwing away your marriage and facing life alone.
I'm still quite a young woman. Perhaps I could find someone else of more honest disposition. Someone I could trust. I better go home. Home. Home is where the heart is. What fool said that? Home is where you go when there's nowhere else for you to be.